if you would like to study medicine in English in an Italian university in 2026, this video is for you, as I'm going to be sharing with you the required documents for you to apply, how to register to apply. There is an entry test called IMAT, how to register for that, where to sit for the exam, how to register for the online competition, because it also depends on a ranking list, as most public universities in Italy, where in what university you can do medicine in English this particular year. Practical information about the test, the do's and don'ts of doing the test or of registering for doing the test, and lots of other information that you require to make your application next month. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Hilda Gloria. I am an education consultant at Study in Italy, and we help African students get scholarships and study programs in European universities. Now, as the title suggests, we are going to be talking about studying medicine in English in Italy in 2026. First thing that we're going to start with is the practical knowledge, or the practical information that you need to know about this entry exam called IMAT, and then later on I'll take you through the requirements and all the other things. So it is a paper-based exam. That means you have got to go to a test center and write it. They have got specific test centers. We are going to talk about that later on in the video, and I'll tell you the venues as well. So it is 100 minutes. Yes, you sit down and write an exam for 100 minutes, and it has got multiple choice questions. It has got 60 multiple choice questions divided into 4 main sections. Now, the first section is reading and general knowledge, and then the other one that tests your reading skills. The next one is logical reasoning. The other one is it tests your scientific knowledge, and it tests your biology and your chemistry. And then the final one also tests again your scientific knowledge, and this particular one tests your physics and your maths. Now, how it is graded, or the ranking system, is that for every correct answer that you give, so for every multiple choice question that you give, each question has got 5 multiple choice solutions, and then you've got to choose the right one. So for each correct one that you give, you get 1.5 as a mark. Okay, so for each one that you get wrong, if you choose a wrong one, you get a minus 0.4, so you get 0.4 marks deducted from you. So they want to eliminate people just guessing. If you don't know, you'd rather leave it blank, as if you leave it blank, you get 0 marks. At least you don't get the points deducted from your grade. So registration for the exam can be done on Universitali. It is a website. I am going to just pop it up on the screen. You go and register. It's quite easy. All they require you to give is your biodata information. So they require your name. Definitely you should have a passport if you are an international student. I believe you are an international student watching this video. You should have a passport that will go in place of your ID. However, if you're Italian, all you need is or if you're European, all you need is just your national ID. And that comes up in July, between July and August, so 2 months from now. That is why the video has been filmed, or I have published it now, so that you have got all the ample time to get ready. So between July and August is when you can register for the IMAT exam. The exam is usually sat in specific test centers, which are usually approved and chosen by the Ministry of Education here in Italy. So the Italian Ministry of Education, it's called MUR. It's the institute that chooses and approves the test centers. Usually they send out the information towards the exam time. So if you're registered for the exam, they will usually send you an email and let you know that your test center that you chose can, host the exam, or it cannot. But you can do the exam in the UAE, in South Africa, in Pakistan, in India, in Saudi Arabia, and a bunch of other countries that the Italian Ministry of Education chooses, and obviously here in Italy, where we have got so many test centers. So how to apply for the IMAT exam? Now, the university where you can actually do medicine in English is the University of Messina, entirely in English. The whole program is in English, and it is a 1-cycle program, and it lasts 6 years for you to get your medical degree. The title of the degree is Bachelor's Degree in Medicine and Surgery. It has got a number of international students. I checked their ranking list last year. Yes, when you apply, you go through a competition, and the best candidates are put in a ranking list, and they choose the first 50 or the first 45, depending on the number of students that the Ministry of Education is willing to sponsor. Before you forget, it is a free course. Once you come to Italy, you get to study the course for free, and I think you pay student tax of about 50 euros per year, which is absolutely way more affordable than any medical degree in any African country or any other country in the world. So you have got to submit your application on the student portal at the University of Messina, and they have got a student portal, and you have got to do that in the 5th call. So I'm going to share my screen with you and show you how to do it. It's quite easy and very fast. All you have to do is register and then apply for both the degree in surgery and then also for the IMAT exam. So you do that simultaneously at the same time, as well as go to the University portal and apply there as well. I have a video showing you how to pre-enroll into a university in Italy, and it's done on that website, University. So just check down on my channel for the previous videos that I have published before. You're going to see it. Also, I have an application video step by step for the University of Messina. Go ahead and check it out and see how to do it. However, I'm going to just show you a small demo in this video. So if you choose to do the exam in Italy, which is what majority of the people that I know do, these are the requirements. The first thing that you need is a passport, of course, and you need a visa. That means you need a visa to come in. So for you to register for the exam, you must have a visa to come to Italy, and you should show it at registration. So you register for the exam, you register for the IMAT exam, and you're given a receipt. On there, you also have got to pay at the portal University. You have got to pay for the competition. So for the rank, for you to be put into this draw of people that will, you know, take part in the competition. It is called a competition, but usually they call it a ranking. It is paid. That service to be assessed is paid. They mark you and then they grade you. So that is what you pay for. So you should have the receipt for that payment for the ranking, and then you should have the receipt for the registration of the exam. So the fee to sit for your IMAT exam depends on the test center, but it's usually ranging from 130 euros to 170 euros. Obviously, you can pay for that at the University portal. So for the exam, for you to sit for the test, there is a certain code of conduct that is required. So these are the instructions of how you should be behaving, things you should carry, things you shouldn't carry, for you to be able to not be disqualified for the exam. It is a very tight competition with so many competitors, and only a few people get to be selected. Obviously, it is a very high quality degree. Becoming a doctor studying at an Italian university, Italy is known in Europe to have one of the best healthcare systems in the entire continent. So first things first, you need to keep your mobile phone off. If you receive any notification, any messages, anything, they might consider that as cheating. Use the restroom as you don't have any gaps or any breaks. If you can check on YouTube how the IMAT exam is tested, you will see that some people that have taken it in the past will tell you that there's absolutely no time. The 100 minutes for 60 questions goes by really quickly, and you have got to be on it. So there's no time to go to the restroom. Go and use the restroom before you go to the exam room. Eating is prohibited. You can't have snacks, you can't take snacks. Backpacks, do not bother taking backpacks. Just take only the things that you need to use, like a pen and pencil. Do not take pieces of paper, because they think you might have written somewhere, or somebody might be writing and then sharing with everybody else. So avoid taking as many personal items as possible. Then it's also recommended that you remain in the test center even if you have finished quickly or before others or before the time. You are required to remain quiet and still until the end of the exam, until the planned time, until all the 100 minutes have finished and everybody is, you know, done and the papers are collected away from you. However, if you start shouting or if you start talking, I've finished, you might get disqualified. They've got a bunch of rules that you can go ahead and read about on this website that I'm going to share with you, the University of Messina. They have got everything there clearly stated, and I wish you the best of luck. If you need help applying to study medicine in Italy in English in 2026, we can help you. you. We can also help you with other applications, not just medicine, but not only in Italy, but the entire European continent. If you want to study in any European universities, let us know. I'll leave the comment down in the description so that you can contact us. If you need help to pay your application fees, again, check the description box for the contact. We help people make applications and secure admissions. I hope that the video has been helpful, and if you have any questions or video suggestions, leave them in the comments. If you have anything to add, if you've sat the IMAT exam, or if you have qualified as a doctor in Italy, I would like to connect with you. Chat with me in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.